strangers, Stephanie here with a new What's for Dinner-ish video. This is going to be from my vacation last week, so I did not cook any meals last week, but I did want to share with y'all some of my favorite places to eat when I'm in Wilmington, North Carolina. So whether you are here every week watching these What's for Dinners, or maybe you're headed to Wilmington and stumbled across this video when you were looking for something to eat there, I hope y'all enjoy. Let's get right into it.
I'll be breaking this up into meals first and then more snacks, coffees, desserts later in the video. And I will also have links down in the description box to all of these places. So if you're ever headed to the area and you want to check it out, those will be in the description box. First night there, we had Jason's Deli. We did a little picnic on the beach. By the time we got into Wilmington that first night, it was after 9 p.m. So we went with a chain because that was all that was open. And I don't have Jason's Deli near me. So I got soup, even though it was very hot out, and a sandwich. Next up is a local favorite in Wilmington, Front Street Brewery, and I have shown this during some of my road trip videos because it is a must anytime I'm in the area. I don't know when their nachos got so famous that they started selling t-shirts, but they had pulled chicken nacho t-shirts, and I was so tempted to buy one when I saw these. But the pulled chicken nachos are amazing. This particular day was my birthday, so this was our first snacky kind of meal of the day. They also have a burrito version of this that I have had in the past, and that is also amazing. One of the best burritos I've ever had, so highly recommend. Next up, my birthday dinner, we tried something new. We went to this place called Flying Machine. It was in the Wrightsville Beach area, and this was a place that my friend Holly had found on Google, and we were both drawn to the name Flying Machine because that is the name of a song by one of the actresses on One Tree Hill. And so we decided we should try this out, especially once we saw that special burger with beer cheese, brown sugar bacon, and an onion ring. And that menu said brioche. Online it had said a cornbread bun, and this was a cornbread bun from what we could tell. And this was amazing. Our favorite meal of the entire trip. Now, we didn't intend to have so many burgers, but we saw this place called the Mess Hall pop up, and this was in the Cargo District, which is a newer area with a lot of little cute boutique-y trendy businesses. I got the Sam Burger. It is a fairly small menu, but it was crowded in there. This was very popular. So my burger had the mess sauce, which was kind of a horseradish type sauce, as well as bacon, cheese, crispy onions, and caramelized onions. And I am all about those onions. This was very good. And the tater tots were super crunchy. This was really good too. I pretty much have nothing in this video that I'm not going to recommend. One of the days for lunch, we were looking for something cold like a sandwich. We found this place called The Half, and it was in an area that doesn't really have a whole bunch of other businesses. It was right across the street from a church, and if you are a One Tree Hill fan headed to Wilmington, this is right around the corner from the iconic bridge from the opening title sequence. It was small, limited seating, but a decent menu. I got the Italian parts unknown with no tomato and no jardiniere. So this sandwich that I got had what they call shreddis. I love that they call their shredded lettuce shreddis. It had some spices and an Italian vinaigrette type sauce, as well as ham, capical, salami, and some red onion. And then I got the chips with it, which were very well seasoned. PT's is a local chain. This is very popular with the college kids. This was a favorite of all of us when we were in college. But it's a place where you go and they've got the menu is out on paper. You just circle what you want, which I love because it makes it so easy to customize exactly what I want. I got a burger with some cheese, some onion, and their fries are so good. Their fries are similar to a Five Guys style fry. And then you pay after you eat. It's kind of an interesting concept for a place with counter service. And then cookout, This is a chain, but it's a chain that really only exists kind of in the Carolinas. So I got a cheerwine shake, which is my favorite, or a cheerwine float rather, and then a cookout plate with burgers, onion rings, and some hush puppies. Next up, another chain that I just don't have near me. I love Bojangles, so I like to get the 4-piece Supremes combo with barbecue sauce. It comes with a biscuit, and I get it with 2 sides. I get dirty rice and mac and cheese pretty much every time, along with that Bojangles Diet Pepsi that I always talk about on my road trips. Ruby Tuesdays, this is another one that I just don't have in my area. But I love this salad bar so much, the garden bar. Who can resist the Ruby Tuesdays garden bar? So I got a little salad as well as that famous pasta salad that they have, and I've done copycat of that on my channel in some of my other videos before, and I got a little bit of potato salad. And then for my entree, I got the crispy chicken mac and cheese, which was kind of a cross between mac and cheese and chicken parm. So it was a mac and cheese underneath and then a chicken parm type cutlet on top. This is from a place called Chopped. This is a salad chain. We were looking for something light this night. I got the crispy chicken salad, and it came with some pickled onion, carrots, corn. It comes with tomatoes, but I got it without as well. And then a staple, anytime I'm in the South, I have to get chicken salad chick. We even got chicken salad chick twice during this trip for lunches. I love the Fruity Fran, is my absolute favorite. So I get that on a sandwich, on a croissant with lettuce but no tomato. So that chicken salad has pineapple in it, apple, and a little bit of grape. And you always get the combo with the cookie. I got mac and cheese as a side. And when we went back again, I decided to branch out and try a different one. I got the barbecue as well as the broccoli salad. And then let's move into some snacks and coffees and desserts. Crofton's Pretzels. Crofton's Pretzels is a business that we saw for the first time on our trip in 2020, and they have since moved into a bigger location, which is great because their old location, I'm pretty sure if I remember correctly, only had 2 tables. But I love their ceiling tiles. They have drawings and they turned them into ceiling tiles. Now they have plenty of seating inside. They have specialty beverages, all sorts of different canned sodas and everything that you can get. And then for their menu, you just check off on the paper what it is that you want. They've got savory pretzels, they have standard pretzels, they have sweet dessert type pretzels. I got the loaded mashed potato pretzel, which is stuffed with mashed potatoes, bacon, cheese, and sour cream. And the best strategy is to open it up and then dip the top portion of the pretzel in all the toppings. For coffee, I went to a place called Drift Coffee that I had never been before. This is in the Mayfair Shopping Center. We went for breakfast. I got something very simple. I got almond butter banana toast, so piece of bread with bananas, honey, cinnamon, and almond butter, and an iced mocha. They also had some really good looking pastries and cookies. So the cookies looked fantastic, particularly at the bottom. That s'mores cookie was really tempting, but I knew we were going to have other desserts that day. But our favorite new coffee place, we fell in love with the Maroon Monkey. We went 3 different times during this trip. They have a very small menu, but the things they have are incredible. This is a Bananas Foster latte, iced latte, and it had vanilla and cinnamon in it. Then I got the next day a s'mores iced latte, and that was also really, really good. And then on the final day of our trip, we went back and I got the Bananas Foster again because I'm not kidding, it really was good. And look at the view. And you can never go wrong with some Port City Java, which is a major coffee chain in Wilmington. Now moving on to some dessert with my favorite, ice cream. I love Boombalotti's ice cream. They have changed their menu, but you can still get my favorite thing even though it's not on the menu, and I'll tell you about that in just a moment. But first, look at all of these flavors. So many tasty flavors at Boombalotti's. Most of them stay the same year round. Some of them change out on a seasonal basis. So they do show on their social media pretty much every day. Their Instagram story shows what they have in each of the 3 locations on that particular day. And now they also sell pints of their ice cream that you can buy in the stores. And you can also buy these online and have them shipped nationwide. However, with all of the ice cream that you can buy online, it is expensive because you do have to ship it and keep it cold. But my favorite thing on the menu is the mini scoop sampler. You can get either 4 or 8 mini scoops, so they are about half of what a normal scoop would be, or about that. And then you can try multiple things. So this particular day, I got the chocolate fudge brownie, the chocolate cream pie, the banana pudding, and the fluffernutter. And look at that massive chunk of brownie in my chocolate fudge brownie. It was so good. But these are 4 of my favorite flavors and a go-to from back in the day when I lived in Wilmington. So this is what used to be Boom Bilottti's, is this small storefront right here. But now that is their production facility, and that is where they make the ice cream for all 3 of their stores. They bought out the property next to them in this little strip mall, and now that portion at the end that used to be a cafe is where they have their main location. They also have a location in the Brooklyn Arts District of Wilmington, which is closer to downtown. And then they have one more location as well. I forget exactly which area, but we did go to this one as well. But on this day, we were really struggling to decide, and we were also kind of hungry. So we went with the 8 scoop mini samplers instead of the 4, but it's not a ton. I'm showing you here how big it is compared to my hand. So it's not one of those massive things that you need a whole bunch of people to finish. We finished ours just fine with our little 8 scoop mini samplers, but then we could choose more things. So on this day, I got the fluffernutter, I got the s'mores, as well as the chocolate cream pie, always a favorite, the cinnamon caramel oatmeal cookie, the banana pudding, as well as the coffee cookies and cream, and the cannoli, plus my favorite chocolate fudge brownie. This, though, was one of the things that I was looking forward to the most on this trip. I had seen an Instagram reel popped up as a recommendation for me for this place called the Crazy Mason. There are multiple locations. There's one in Wilmington, there's one in Myrtle Beach, and then I believe in other parts of the Carolinas and possibly even Tennessee at this point as well. But this place has kind of the crazy shakes that have all sorts of different toppings on them. They have a pretty vast menu that makes it really, really hard to decide which of the items you really want to get. So we did go twice to this location. They've got all of their toppings and it gets so crowded, but they have a great assembly line type way of getting all of these orders out. They also have merch. So on the first time that we went, it was the 4th of July, so they had special mason jars for that. I got the s'mores shake and it was delicious. All of the toppings on there, you've got your whipped cream, you've got marshmallow, you've got graham cracker, you've got some chocolate. They also have those drizzles in the jar. And then I had to show y'all the shake itself because to get that toasted flavor of s'more and not just marshmallow flavor, it had dehydrated toasted marshmallows. It was so good. And then I also wanted to try the signature shake for this location. Each location has their own signature shake. For this one, being in North Carolina, it's all about the cheerwine in North Carolina. So this is a cheerwine shake. But one of my favorite parts is that they have a station to rinse out your jars because these are expensive. It's about $15 depending on which shake you get, but you do get to keep the mason jar. So it comes with a souvenir and you can rinse them out and bring them home nice and clean, which is very convenient when you're on vacation like I was.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. And if you did, I hope you give it a thumbs up. Hit that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any more content. The rest of this vacation in the form of a vlog will be coming out soon, but next week we'll be back to regular cooking, what's for dinner videos. Thanks for watching.